Well, hello there, motherfuckers. You know something? How do I know when things are gonna happen? Okay, so this Raw wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. It felt empty. It felt sad. It felt once again like WWE is going fucking nowhere. Last week felt like it was going somewhere. Now this week felt like it was going nowhere. Back to the lazy approach. This is how they do it. Every single time we fucking think that they're gonna move forward, we're gonna have something new. We just go back to square one. And before you say anything, I don't give a shit that they got Sami Zayn there now and stuff. That don't mean fucking shit. Just because you got new guys doesn't mean that, it's new guys with the same presentation. They're just swapping guys in and out. This show was mostly ruined because of Bray Wyatt not being there. There was barely any follow up. After a big main event with Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns teaming, no follow up to it at all. The show was basically doomed from the start. We started off with Dean Ambrose, and it's the Ambrose Asylum, and guys, this is the thing I gotta say. If Ambrose is gonna be the number one guy, he's too much of a motherfucking goofball to be taken seriously as a top baby face. If people are still questioning why don't they push Ambrose? Well, this is their way of pushing him. This is their way of presenting him, as a high top wrestler. This is the reason why they're never going to have any Stone Colds or Rocks or Triple H's anymore, the second coming of those guys. Because you got guys like Ambrose who have potential, but they just give them these roles where it's a recipe for disaster. They're just set up to look like idiots. I mean, Ambrose is there with his cheap ass sign, his fucking potted plant that he won't shut up about. If he says one more thing about the potted plant, holy fucking shit. I mean, don't touch my potted plant. Fuck your fucking potted plant. I'll stick my dick in there and take a motherfucking shit. Fuck the potted plant. Fuck all these stupid ass talk shows that they have. There's 1,001 fucking talk shows the past 10 years. There's been talk shows at the fucking ass already. Enough with this shit. Inviting Shane McMahon on his show. Shane is saying that he's giving us what we've been demanding. Listening to a bunch of retarded ass fucking internet wrestling fans. Listening to the IWC. I said it time and time again. Do not listen to the people on the fucking internet. Now, I know people said, oh, well, and I even said this in the past. Everybody's an internet wrestling fan. See, no, a lot of people get it wrong. It's probably, I shouldn't say internet wrestling fan. I should just say those corner dwellers of wrestling fans on the internet, that certain corner of the IWC, where all they want is top quality wrestling. They pretend like storylines, feuds, and build up don't matter. Just a whole bunch of inconsequential matches is okay. There's no problem with having a 3-hour show where all it is just wrestling, inconsequential matches with guys with no charisma at all, no characters, and no reason to even have a show at all, right, guys? It's all fine, just being negative and everything. That's all it is, right? Yeah. Enough! Fucking sick and tired of people in the IWC, fucking YWC, thinking it's all about wrestling. You know something? Go find yourself, and I'm talking to the males here who are watching this, who are guilty of this. Go find another male companion, lather yourself up in oil, dress in your fucking underwear, and just roll around, because that's what you fucking want. That's all you want is man-on-man contact. It doesn't even matter if it's good, if it tells a story or not. Just give me wrestling. This is what people say. Oh, let's talk more wrestling. This is what this show had. This show still had people talking, but it didn't even matter. The shit being said Ambrose just being there just like an idiot. There's one thing about acting quirky. Mick Foley was quirky. We've had quirky characters in the past, but they still exemplified some sort of cool persona to a point, but this is just ridiculous, Zayn and Owens coming out. It's just lame, this approach where one after another comes out and Shane starts booking the matches. It's a fucking snooze fest. A fucking snooze fest. It's one thing Shane coming out there, one wrestler confronting him, but everybody coming out, this lame ass fucking talk show. I mean, it's enough already. And Ambrose is going nowhere. Here we go again. Ambrose with another feud with Jericho. What the fuck is this even going to do for him? Hasn't Ambrose has already feuded with world champions, been in world title tournaments in the finals at Survivor Series, faced off against Brock Lesnar. Well, they fucked that up, but every single time they do something big with Ambrose, it's back to square one. They have to reset the character. I mean, it really is. It's basically like playing a video game and not saving and just turning it off, and then every single time you want to go back, you got to play the same part again. It was like playing a PS1 game without a memory card. I guess you could say it's sort of like that. Ambrose is a fucking unsavable PS1 game. And yes, I just did make that fucking comparison. Because that's what it feels like. And we have to sit through watching this again and again and again. It's like people that complain about Batman movies always having to repeat the origin story. We always have to see Dean Ambrose knock down a peg. World title, knock down a peg. World title. Either have him win it or don't even have him anywhere near the world title. Because it makes no sense. This guy's just going to be built up, knock him back down. And I was just facing Jericho. Jericho should be reserved for the younger stars to work with. Chris Jericho shouldn't fucking be wrestling Dean Ambrose. This is a match that should have happened 3 years ago when Dean Ambrose first came into the WWE. Not fucking now. I don't know where their fucking priorities are. What the fuck are they trying to do with Ambrose? Like I said, turn the guy heel, turn him into a psychopath. Actually make him look like he belongs in a fucking asylum. And instead, Ambrose is just just acting all fucking goofy with a dumbass talk show. So we get our first match. It's Jericho and Sami Zayn. It was a pretty decent match, I gotta say. Good way, to open the show in ring, I guess. Jericho beats Zayn. And the problem I got here is Sami Zayn hasn't even got any big wins. So seeing him lose, what the fuck ever happened to momentum? Sami Zayn can't even win any fucking matches. He loses the Fatal 4-Way. He loses to AJ Styles. Has he won anything? Lost at WrestleMania. Barely could beat Stardust at Roadblock. I mean, this is the guy we're supposed to say is near the world title. This is the fucking thing here. It's like, we're not going to take these guys seriously. It doesn't matter. Some people will say that, Sami Zayn should have the world title. He should be main eventing. The thing is, if you want to go and believe that, then that's fine. But the way how Zayn is being presented, he shouldn't even be anywhere near these main events or anything like that. They're not even taking him seriously, to not even give the guy a win, for fuck's sake. I mean, why are we supposed to believe that Zayn is capable of winning the world title when he can't even win a fucking match? Can't beat anybody. Why bring him up just to have him lose from NXT? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Jericho beats him with the code breaker. we've got Moral Ronaldo, which this guy should be commentating on Raw. You know, if they're not going to get rid of Michael Cole, at least get rid of that motherfucking goofball Byron Saxon. I mean, for fuck's sake, again, the whole show, their fucking, headsets got disconnected at one point during the show. JBL is saying, the fans still got to hear you. Still making fun of Byron Saxon and how much he sucks. Why is this guy being wasted on SmackDown when he could be on the main show? SmackDown, no one gives a fuck about it. Have Byron Saxton call that. Well, why the fuck do they have to waste such a great talent? This guy's amazing when it comes to commentary. I watched the clips on YouTube just to hear Ronaldo, so why are they wasting him as a backstage interviewer? I don't get it. Anyway, AJ is back there, and before he could really get into anything, fucking Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson show up. So it's a good thing, they were talking about all the times they had, and then they go off. It's good that they're putting them together. I like this idea of AJ having an entourage, like a tag team to protect them. So, it's a pretty good idea, I think. Enzo Amore and Big Cass defeated the Dudleys. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed Enzo's little. It was a little bit weird saying that they're real, like A-cup breasts. He brings something fresh to the table. As I said, Enzo, very charismatic. The whole routine before the match is very much like New Age Outlaws, but it doesn't seem like they're copying them. It's they're like a classic team, and they're very entertaining. I kind of wish that this was the finals to the tournament. It would have made sense, like this legendary tag team celebrating 20 years together, and then Enzo, and Cass, the brand new team coming along in the finals and knocking them off. But that makes too much sense, I guess. Right? Makes way too much fucking sense to happen. Roman Reigns and comes out and cuts a promo, and what do you think he says, guys? I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm Yes, motherfuckers. He has said this 3 times in a motherfucking row. I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm not even fucking joking. For one fucking solitary second, he actually came out there and cut the promo, the same fucking promo 3 times. 3 fucking times. I mean, is this like some type of a fucking joke? Haha, look how Roman Reigns doesn't know how to talk. Let's just have him cut the same promo week after goddamn fucking week. I mean, really, is it like a fucking joke? Am I I'm supposed to be laughing here? I'm not laughing! It's annoying! I mean, it's fucking nervous. He says it with a big dumb smile on his face. And everybody is booing the fucking shit out of Reigns. This guy gets the world title despite nobody wanting him. It's not even people on the internet. The whole crowd is booing this shit out of Reigns. They're not doing anything to take Reigns' character to the next level. We got a great line, guys. What should we do, Let's have him repeat it over and over. That's the best they could do. Instead of adding certain elements to his tweener character that he developed, lack thereof, that's what they should be doing, is trying to establish him more as this tweener character. Have him do shit. Him and AJ just with a boring promo in the ring. After AJ walks away, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows attack Reigns from behind, which was pretty cool. But the whole promo thing, it was so short. It was like so obvious that Reigns couldn't stand there and say anything to him. And, it's so plain and boring. He says, I got to be honest, AJ. I like you. I like you. I like what you do in the ring. And then he's like, oh, but you know what they're not going to like? When I beat you. It's like so fucking dull and drab. Roman Reigns is just, it's fucking unbearable. And this is not something, this is why I got so mad at the people saying, the Roman Reigns hate's getting ridiculous, guys. It's not getting ridiculous! He fucking sucks cock! For God's sakes, I've seen some boring motherfuckers on the mic, but this guy doesn't even fucking try. There ain't even any fucking effort. I mean, the way he reads his lines, the lines that they give him, and why would they have him repeat the same fucking retarded line? I'll admit, it was a good line to start off with. But for fuck's sake, to have him keep repeating it, which motherfucking idiot is, giving the green light to that shit? Is it McMahon? Is it some fucking goofball in creative? I don't fucking know. Why the fuck repeat yourself? And, Reigns just comes off and looking like such a fucking goof. It's not exaggerating it. It's just like every single time they put him out there. For fuck's sake, just don't even have him talk. He can't even get through fucking 5 sentences. That's like all the promo was without fucking it up. Then you got Roman Reigns backstage. And I kind of don't get the reaction here. So, Reigns is supposed to be this badass and everything. So AJ comes up to Reigns and says that, he doesn't know what happened. So instead of, Reigns doing the obvious thing, they're AJ's friends. Usually Reigns' reaction should be to attack AJ backstage. But he does nothing. He says, oh, they're your boys. And Roman Reigns is like backstage, like holding the belt over his shoulder the same way he walked out to the ring. He got his ass kicked by a bunch of guys, and he's like still in like one piece, not a fucking hair out of place. The fuck's going on here? Stop fucking insulting my goddamn fucking intelligence with this retarded bullshit. I mean, it's like, it can't just be me and, a couple other people noticing this shit. What the fuck are they on? Like really, AJ's friends attacked Roman Reigns with AJ watching it. AJ didn't help Reigns, so obviously he wanted it. So, what are we going to have more of this retarded shit like with CM Punk and the Shield from 5 years ago, 4 years ago? Oh, they're not my friends. And then we never even get an answer if they're aligned or not. The fuck is this fucking bullshit? I mean, really, it's retarded. Roman Reigns should be angry and attack AJ for what happened. Not stand there face to face and they just did an in-ring promo. Now they're going to do a backstage promo. Does anybody do anything or act like a real person? Are they all fucking robots? There's no realism here. Wrestling's fake. I said it time and time again. Just like a fucking movie. A movie is fake. It's man-made. It's made by people. It's not real. It's filled with actors. These guys are actors. The same thing. Wrestlers are playing a part on a show for your entertainment. So the thing is, why don't they act realistic like they should? Fake or not, supposed to make like it's really happening. That's the whole fucking point of wrestling. It's not, let's see how fake we can make it. That would be retarded. Just like the fucking people writing this fucking mess. Fucking retarded. A hot fucking mess full of fucking moronic idiots. That's what we're shown. These characters are morons. Roman Reigns is a fucking idiot. I mean, someone, his friends attacks him and then he just talks to them calmly backstage. Baron Corbin defeated Fandango. I like Corbin. I like his presence. I think the guy's got like something about him. They gotta show a little bit more with Corbin. Do something a little bit better than having him beat up Dolph Ziggler. Like really do something shocking with him. Like really, like they should have took once again Vince Russo's idea. How about fucking destroying the Andre the Giant statue or some shit like that? Have them do something to fucking get noticed. No one notices these jobbers, which is what they basically look like. I said I like Corbin, but really, at the end of the day, it's like, a guy like Corbin is going to have a hell of a time getting over because there's nothing really to separate the way they're building up his character from anybody else's. Everything is so plain, boring, and drab. Nothing stands out. Nothing shocking. Nothing at all that's going to really make you raise an eyebrow here. He's a tall guy with long hair, and, he's got Dolph Ziggler's number, I guess you could say. That's about it. The Miz cut for Miz TV comes out and you've got fucking Maurice there, which adds to his presentation. I really like that they have him there. As he was coming to the ring with Maurice, Maurice had somebody backstage lay down their jacket as they walked over a spilt coffee, which was a little bit funny. I like them together. It's a good idea. Cesaro comes out. Cesaro was okay on the mic. You got The Miz. He's doing this scene from Taken. And it's just, if they want to do a little bit of comedy, that's okay. Here and there, if they want to do something a little silly. But The Miz, like, acting like he's Liam Neeson from Taken. Like, he actually takes the phone and tries to, recite the lines from the movie, but he fucks up the lines. I don't know what the fuck he said, but, like, I knew the minute he said that he was going to put a Miz spin on the Taken dialogue, I knew that he was going to fuck it up somehow. It was just like a moment that was so unnatural, basically. Once again, like I said, walk of life and what walk of life with Miz, you get into a heated argument with somebody, a face-to-face, and you're going to start, reciting a whole movie dialogue. The fuck is this fucking shit? I mean, really, like, what the fuck am I fucking watching? Last week was great. I didn't really have too many issues with the show. Minor things here and there. But for the most part, I praised it. Then fast forward 1 week and we're back to the same fucking bullshit. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But shit like this is a perfect example of why I don't consider this to be a good show. Cesaro did have a good line. He said, Roddy Piper's line, he says, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. He spit his gum out, and then he said, I'm all out of bubble gum. But instead of having, a cool fight, they kind of killed the momentum a little bit where The Miz says, oh, but you got an opponent, and it's Rusev. Who the fuck made that match? Then Cesaro says, oh, well, he talked to Shane, and he has a match. The thing is, it's like, okay, so The Miz said that Cesaro has a match. Well, obviously he didn't have a match because Cesaro already talked to Shane. Like, what? I mean, this is like, maybe this is minor for certain people, but what the fuck are they talking about? Miz just said that you have a match with Rusev. But then Cesaro says that he talked to Shane, so The Miz is just lying. That, then has the referee know how to come out and all that stuff, and it ain't a real match. And by the way, where the fuck is Shane McMahon when this is all going on? To clarify, Shane McMahon was backstage, last week for different things, congratulating wrestlers with matches, talking to different people. And this week, just at the beginning of the show, and that's it. Shane probably, was not even there for the rest of the show. Could have fucking slipped out of that show. Like, I mean, really? So we got Cesaro and New Day, and they defeat the League of Nations and The Miz. The fuck is... Where are they going to even go with the League of Nations? Aren't they moving on from this New Day League of Nations feud? Here we are again. There's no Wyatt, so like I said, it's back to fucking square one again. Back to fucking square one. There's no feud to be had. So what are we gonna do? Back to fucking square one. Let's just go back to New Day and League of Nations. Let's go back to the same fucking stale shit. I mean, really? I mean, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Just because, somebody gets injured, the best they can do is go back to the previous feud. I mean, the fucking, and here's the thing, Zack Ryder, where's Zack Ryder? Yeah, that's it for Zack. He loses the rematch and no follow-up. The storyline's done with him and Miz in the matter of a fucking week. And that's it. Get the fuck out of here with this fucking lame-ass fucking bullshit where nothing makes sense. And, I'm really supposed to be getting into this fucking shit. The match was okay. I'm not complaining about the match quality. It was all right. But there's too much fucking bullshit here. A feud that nobody wants to see. I'm still not crazy about New Day. Yeah, I could say at least the guys have charisma. They got character. But this whole Bootios bullshit has got to go. It's too fucking childish. The thing is, yeah, you had like you could have characters, but the thing is, let's have some good characters. Some characters that don't annoy the fucking shit out of me with lame ass fucking bullshit and jokes and all this dumb crap. And you got Natalya backstage with Charlotte. She says that she's bringing in Bret Hart at Payback, which I'm actually pretty excited to see. And what's kind of interesting about this is that Bret Hart and Ric Flair don't get along. They don't like each other. I remember reading Ric Flair's book about Bret Hart. He hates the fucking shit out of him. Bret Hart then, he wrote some stuff, like he was blogging about it online about how he thinks Ric Flair just has chops to flip in the corner, and he thinks that there's nothing else to him than that. These guys hate each other. The fact that they're going to get them together, I guess it is kind of interesting, that there is a little bit of a feud there. But, I don't care about this. I'm just happy to see Bret. It's going to be interesting, Maybe we could have, I don't know, Bret's not really healthy right now, but, it would be awesome if Bret could, just briefly put Flair in the sharpshooter, something like that. It would just be cool, but they probably won't. This is definitely going to overshadow the match because you have fucking Bret Hart there at ringside. This fucking legend that just about everybody loves and gets a big massive pop every time he comes out. So I am happy to see Bret. I was kind of happy with this announcement. Then you had Natalya, Sasha Banks, Paige, and Becky defeating Charlotte, Teen Bad, and Summer Rae. Holy, there's too many people in this fucking match. And why did I feel like Charlotte got the short end of the stick? You know, Natalya gets the team with the popular divas, and Charlotte gets the team with the fucking jobbers. Summer Rae, Team Bad, you know, come on. But I didn't like how it's like Natalia's supposed to be the star, and you know Sasha Banks is obviously the only one who's over here. Couple of Paige fans, you know, uh, Paige got an okay reaction, but it looks like a lot of people don't even care about Paige. Paige just looks out of it, you know. She does. Like Paige looked like fucking a faraway look in her eye, like she was fucking high or some shit. Didn't even look like she wanted to be there. And you know, something might have to do with it that you know they don't even use Paige anymore. And when they do use her, she just jobs. You know, and weren't they gonna do something with Emma? But Emma wasn't even there. You know, like the fuck. What you know? What are they doing here? Is there a fucking point? Why are all these other divas here if the whole point is to do Natalya and Charlotte? All right, so give them each a tag partner, but this 8-man, fucking 8-woman bullshit with Summer Rae, Team Bad, the fuck they have to do with this fucking feud? Just throwing a bunch of divas in there. You know, I don't fucking know. This was like the fucking pre-show to WrestleMania match. Just throw a whole bunch of fucking divas in there and hope for the best, or you know whatever they hope to accomplish here. You know, Natalya got Charlotte to tap out, you know, and the other girls are just there for whatever fucking reason. You know, and I didn't like that Sasha is just like an afterthought in this match, just another face in the crowd. You know, Becky and Sasha Banks, they're the ones that were at Mania with Charlotte, and now they're just like, you know, just utter wrestlers in a fucking tag match. Just, you know, and then they're probably going to start up a feud again sometime soon. But the thing is, it's like, why out of nowhere is it like back to Natalya? I don't fucking get it. They just started up the women's division. The best thing that they could do is like, hey, look, you know, I'm happy to see Bret Hart. If we have to get Natalya and Charlotte to get to see Bret Hart, then, you know, I'm all for it. But the thing is, it's like, where's the future for this fucking shit? You know, these 8-man, these 8-woman tags like this fucking shit. This is, you know, they just changed the division. They're going to go back to this again. This is the same shit they've been doing for fucking years. There's nothing new here. There's nothing new. You see, it's a fucking, it's like I said, it's like I fucking took a fucking shit right in the toilet. You know, we all know that shit's brown most of the time. Well, I hope it is. But it's like you painted it gold. And then you present it to me and say, hey, look, it's a gold egg. No, that ain't a gold egg. That's my fucking shit painted gold, motherfucker. As I said, you know, I know it's a shit. I can see you painted it gold. I see that you opened up my fucking paint can. I know it was you, motherfucker, using my fucking paint. I know, but the thing is, I know it's shit. You can't just paint it, change the name, and say it's something else. Fucking take a shit on your fucking barbecue grill, motherfucker. Fuck. The Vaudevillains beat the Usos. You know, I like the Vaudevillains. I like their character. But, you know, okay, so now it's Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains in the finals of the tag tournament. It's like, why? Are the Vaudevillains heels or they faces? I don't know. You know, we're not really told what to feel. Hey, Michael Cole, you want to tell us? Oh, no, I just want to sit there and be a retard. Okay, I got you. No problem there, Michael. Thanks for being useless. You know, hey, why is this the finals here? Wouldn't it made better sense to have Enzo and Cass against the Dudleys? You know, something that actually had build? No, you want to just have it on some random ass Raw, just get it out of the way. Okay, no problem. Yeah, future WWE. Shane McMahon's there. It's the future, but really they're just doing the same shit that doesn't make sense. Fuck this fucking bullshit already. Doesn't make sense. They've got always big time opportunities to do shit that's logical, that makes sense, that go give them credibility. But instead, no, let's just do it the same way we've always done, the shitty fucking way. Apollo Crews defeated Heath Slater. Who gives a fuck? And then, this is like weird, but they've done this before. Apollo Crews walks up the entrance ramp, and as he's doing it, Kevin Owens comes out and they've done this before where this is like foreshadowing a feud, but this is just lazy. Nothing happened. Kevin Owens didn't even look at Apollo Crews, so anyway, the main event, it's Dean Ambrose beating Kevin Owens for the fucking 90th time. Match was okay, but we have seen the match way too many fucking times. Now it's gone on just as much as Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens. Remember a couple of months ago? That's all we saw. It was Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. 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 It's enough! The same fucking thing, and then at the end, Jericho gives the code breaker to Dean Ambrose to end the show. So that's how they end the show, with a fucking mid-card match build-up. I don't understand anything they do on this show. None of it makes sense. It's like you look at this and do they really have any desire to move forward with anything? Oh yeah, new matches. Oh okay, yeah, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. We didn't see that fucking 5 months ago. No, right? Of course not. Of course fucking not. These are all new matches, right? To women's division. 8-man tag matches that we've seen before. It was, when it was the Divas division. Now it's the women's division. Same matches. Same fucking thing. No difference. Hey, now Shane McMahon's here. Are we still getting characters and, big, edgy, cutting edge storylines? Nope. Still just random matches. Yeah. We just want wrestling. That's all we want. No characters, no storylines, no feuds that, really, get you interested and invested in the characters and the wrestlers. No. None of that fucking shit. Let's just keep doing the same fucking boring thing week after week. 3 hours. 3 fucking hours and nothing happens on the show of any substance, really. Stuff happens. Some of the matches have consequences, like the tag tournament, but that's about it. Everything else is just, there's matches for the hell of it. Let's just have a match. It's like, let's have a fucking sandwich, Well, why'd you choose corned beef over pastrami? Oh, I don't know. I don't know either. Take that sandwich and shove it up your fucking ass. Just like this fucking episode of Raw. Now, it wasn't the worst. Like I said, these matches were decent and everything. But my point is, everything on this fucking show is presented in such a lame and boring fashion. All these matches we're going to forget about anyway in 2 weeks. Oh, I'll remember them. Well, that's you, buddy. Have a good time remembering these matches that no one gave a fuck about. Well, motherfuckers, it looks like they ain't going to change. It's going to be the same recipe until the end of time. All right, so better get used to it. We're going to have 1 good show, maybe 2 good shows once a year, and that's about it. Then it's going to be just shit. That's what it's going to be next week, right? Disappointing build-up for the pay-per-view. We're just going to get some bland matches, and that's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to fucking be, motherfuckers. All right. Raw, not that good. Not terrible, but not that good. All right.